Hey YouTube, it's Beverly and I'm back and we are up to chapter 30 of my book Jezebel. And let me tell you quickly, sometimes when I turn the camera off, I continue reading because I'm so interested in my own book. So go on out and get your copy. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So we're up to chapter 30. Wow. And there's so much more, so much that has happened and so much more to come. So let's hop into chapter 30 and let's see what we got going on here. Chapter 30. Childbirth was an ordeal for Jezebel because it rendered her helpless and emotionally vulnerable. Jezebel arrived home at Bella's estate with Baron in her arms and was surprised by the presence of her uncle Geoffrey, his wife Cece from Africa, and their two sons who flew from England to meet the newest member of the family. Cece swept a sleeping infant out of Jezebel's arms and cooed at the adorable baby. As the afternoon wore on, Bella's house was filled with family and friends who were eager to meet the newest member of the St. John clan. Moving right along. As my husband was saying, I made a slight detour from fashion and delved into the art of fragrance. This was Cece, Geoffrey's wife, the one from Africa. The fragrance was grafted from a local flower found in Barbados known locally as Lady of the Night, but the scientific name for the plant is Brunfelsa americana. The plant releases a beautiful fragrance at dusk, but stops emitting the fragrance at dawn. My team has spent years and a considerable amount of money capturing the elusive scent in a bottle so that women all over the world could enjoy its fragrance not only at night, but also during the day. We added essential oils, some glycerin, and tested various aroma groups until we created perfumes worthy of being introduced to the world. Moving right along. Corine, Jezebel's mom, sidled coyly over to Cece and shot her an appraising look. She always liked Cece, but felt that Cece was a backward African with lofty dreams. Corine couldn't figure out how Cece managed such an ambitious project all by herself. How come she was the one to capitalize on this silly flower taking root in everybody's garden? As a matter of fact, she had this plant in her backyard and the scent was sickening. It was nothing special. Out of curiosity, Corine dabbed a drop of the original fragrance on her wrist and turned up her nose in the most disagreeable way. She disliked it immensely. Corine sniffed the other fragrance and thought they were just as ghastly. These perfumes would never sell. Cece was wasting her time. She should focus on cutting patterns and stitching kente. Now we know what kente, that kente African cloth. And since Cece is a fashion designer by trade, she's selling her, stick to cutting that kente. Leave the perfume making for other people because you don't have it, girl. She initiated small talk with Cece, hell bent on letting her know exactly what she thought. Cece, you look fantastic. How have you managed to keep that girlish figure after having two handsome boys? Corine asked demurely. Thank you, Corine. I eat right and I exercise, Cece replied exuberantly. Do you think these perfumes will actually sell? Corine asked slyly and tried not to stifle a giggle. Of course. Testing has gone remarkably well in London, Cece replied, and Corine sneered at her. Cece, I don't think so. You're underestimating the market. Even though testing went favorably, It doesn't mean these perfumes will sell in the real world. Don't make a fool of yourself trying to push this. These things can't compete with the top fragrances of the world. I'm telling you this because I care. Corine advised Cece in a compassionate voice. Cece was at a loss for words, and Corine drew satisfaction from that. Corine pursed her lips, and her face hardened. Look, if you go ahead with this ridiculous idea, consider placing an aspirin or two into the box of these perfumes. The little bit I dabbed on my wrist gave me an instant headache. Corine, Jezebel's mom. I'm just not going to say anything else, but go ahead. Get the book, Jezebel. And have fun. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.